My name's Susan Rushton, and I welcome you to our 27th year of Silver Screen Classic Movies. Free movies on the first Saturday of the month at 12 noon, 3:30, and 7:30 p.m. And 2 people per show win a door prize. They have a choice of books about movies or a DVD. Everything is the same as usual this time. There's one change, however. The Auburn Library is closed this year. They're preparing for a major renovation project that will take at least a year and a half. So Silver Screen has moved to North Auburn. We're showing movies at Parkside Church in Fellowship Hall, 3885 Richardson Drive, off Dry Creek, west of Highway 49. As you remember, I can't share the names of the movies with you until we are at Parkside Church. So if you want to know the name of the movies, investigate placer.ca.gov, click on Library, and investigate Program. Okay. So join us as we celebrate an age long gone, but fondly remembered. Okay, here we are. So, this time it's August 2nd. So, some women can say no. Some just can't. Some guys wait, others insist. And in Oklahoma, farmers and cowmen are having trouble. How to solve these problems? Easy. Just sing, dance, and sing some more. This is a funny romantic musical, racy and sometimes evil. And according to Time magazine, this hollers itself home as a handsome piece of entertainment. This is from 1955. Okay. This was the first musical that Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein did. It was a big deal, and one of the differences is that it didn't have a bunch of women dancing at the beginning of the show, which startled people. That's how things went up to then, and then it stopped. This partnership allowed both Rodgers and Hammerstein to follow their preferred writing methods. Hammerstein preferred to write a complete lyric before it was set to music. That makes sense. And Rodgers preferred to set completed lyrics to music. It was a box office hit and ran on stage for an unprecedented 2,212 performances. They both won a special Pulitzer Prize for this thing in 1944. There's much talk about sex in this movie. Well, not much talk, but certainly much thinking and behaving. Lots of young women, lots of young men, therefore. The more you look, the more you find. It's almost constant. The songs tend to separate the focus as well. They're not really supposed to talk about it, but I don't think they can stop themselves. Of course they can't. We're supposed to remember that we're supposed to remember that they're all living long ago, right before their state was a state. After all, they're just farmers and cowboys. We have nice Gordon MacRae, who is in love with Shirley Jones. This is her first movie of 36. We know almost at once that they're in love. Well, we do. We know that in love immediately. But it's shaky because of Rod Steiger, who works for Shirley Jones's aunt. He also has his eye on her. There's Eddie Albert and Gloria Graham. He's after her, and she's just fine with that because she's just a girl who can't say no to anybody for any reason. But she's already said yes to Will Parker. And he's convinced that since she once said yes, she'll always say yes to him. and only him. That's it. That she's his, he's there, he's hers. That has to be right, doesn't it? Isn't that how women behave? Isn't it? But we have no in her case. And Charlotte Greenwood is Aunt Eller. She's almost 6 feet tall, and she described herself as, quote, the only woman in the world who could kick a giraffe in the eye. Okay, back and forth, lots of singing, lots of dancing, lots of kissing, but not much. The word sex was not mentioned. However, but I told you there was much sex in the movie. But if we don't pay attention, we won't see it. Certainly, after all, it's 70 years old. But I recommend that you, because this takes place in Oklahoma, I recommend that you log on to Jason Cochran, Cochran, Oklahoma. He says it's one of the dirtiest movie musicals of all time. In fact, Oklahoma seems to be the state seems to be teeming with an undercurrent of unfulfilled sexual desire. Now you can listen to that or not, or pay attention to it or not. I've seen this show several times, and yes, there's lots of kissing and dancing and so forth, but the more you think about it, the more you see. Okay, so I hope to see you on August 2nd, and help me celebrate the golden age of the silver screen. Thank you.